Hi guys, hope you're all well. Welcome back to It's Cooking Good. Today I've got a special one for you. It's a classic 70s dish. It is chicken cordon bleu. Blast from the past. Certainly is from my past anyway. I remember eating this as a kid in the 70s. Let's have a look at the ingredients you're going to need to make this one. So I've got here one chicken breast. Yes, you guessed it, I'm eating on my own tonight. It is a chicken breast that I've butterflied, and I've just hammered it out slightly so that I've got a good surface area, because you're going to need that for this dish. And then over here I've got some Swiss cheese. I've got 2 slices, that's part of it, that's the big part of it. Your ham and some Dijon mustard. That's all you're going to need for this stage anyway. So let's start by tending to the chicken breast. I'm just going to give it a little paint job with our Dijon mustard. Now, if you don't like Dijon, use English. You can use whole grain, French, whatever you like, use it. I just think Dijon mustard works particularly well. And as you can see, I like a lot of it on there as well. Perfect. Okay. Now comes our building up process. So I like to go in with the ham first. The reason for that is I'm trying to create a barrier so that the cheese doesn't fall out. And what I'm going to do is just fold this in a little bit, like so, because we're going to fold it over on itself. Hopefully it will stay. Now, my wife and I have just had a little bet on this. Is the cheese going to melt out, or am I going to be able to keep it inside the chicken? My wife took the option of it's going to fall out of the chicken, and I'll be honest, I tend to agree with her. It's one of those things, you're always going to get some seepage. It's just the way it goes with these sorts of things. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. Bring it around this way so hopefully you can see it a bit better. Now, some people will roll this into like a chicken parcel, so it would be like a pinwheel effect. You could do that, it's just a lot more work, and I don't think it really does an awful lot. So what we want to do is just lift this up over on itself, and I'm going to do a simpler method, and I'm literally going to fold it over to make it look like a whole chicken breast again. Let's get this paper out of the way now. Sorry, there we go. Okay, so you're going to end up with something like that. You are going to need some cocktail sticks. Again, as I say, I don't think there's an awful lot you're going to be able to do. You are going to get some seepage, but let's give ourselves the best opportunity we can. So just sort of thread it through like that. That's one. Do a second. Just upend it a little bit. Don't worry too much. And I'm going to do one from this side here, like so. That's it. Perfect. Okay, so that's what you end up with. Something looking a little bit like that. So let's get on to breading it up. Just move this out of the way. I'm just going to wipe my hands. Don't want all those chicken fingers. Get this all out of the way. Okay. So start with our flour, our egg, and our breadcrumbs. The flour, all I've done with it is seasoned it light with salt, pepper, and I've added a little bit of paprika in it. I think it gives it a nice flavour. I've got 1 egg, and of course, it wouldn't be a 70s dish without the golden breadcrumbs. I was going to use panko, but I didn't think it would be as authentic, so we're going to go with those. Right, let's get our chicken and into our flour mix. Try and get that flour everywhere, because it will help any sort of areas where there are little bits that are sort of open that the cheese is going to be able to seep out of. It will help to just seal it that little bit more. So I'm going to give this a really good going over with this, like so. Make sure it's all covered. Perfect. This is a really quick dish, guys. I mean, I'm having this for my lunch today. I'm particularly hungry. But this dish will be ready in under 15 minutes. Right, that's it. Some egg. Give it a good coating on our egg wash. That's it. Make sure it's all properly covered. Make sure you get those ends as well. That's it. And then straight in, drain it off a little bit, straight into our golden breadcrumbs. Oh, look at those. I love the colour of these. Proper old school. Really give it a good coating. Get those ends. It's a messy business, this. Messy business. That's it. I'm really sort of patting it in. What I don't want to do is it to fall off. That's it. Perfect. And that is what you end up with. All right? Oh, looking forward to this one. Okay, so I've got the oven preheating at 180, but first we just need to put it in the pan just to seal it. So it's going to go in the pan probably for about 2 to 3 minutes, just seal it on all sides. So I'll see you over there. Let's get cooking. Okay, so let's just go in with some oil. You're sort of shallow frying this at this stage, so probably about that much is going to be absolutely fine. And I've got this on a medium heat. And we're going to go straight in with our Cordon Bleu. That's it. And we're going to cook this approximately a minute per side. Okay, so that's had a minute on that side, and then just going to flip it over. Oh wow, that's looking good already. I'm just going to do another minute on that side. Okay, we'll just give that a final flip over there. I'm just going to put it a little bit on that side for 1 more minute. Okay, so that's it. It's had its 3 minutes in the pan. We're going to shut this down now. I will meet you over at the bench. We'll just get this ready to go in the oven. See you in a second. Okay guys, all I've done with this is drain the oil from the pan. So I've got a nice dry pan. You don't want it swimming in oil when it goes in the oven. I've got this set at 180 C, that's fan. I'm gonna put it in there. Now, this can take, depending on your oven, how cold the cheese was, how cold the chicken was, all of the different things, anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna start checking it at 10 minutes with my meat probe. I'm looking for the internal temperature to be 74 degrees C. So if it needs a little bit more time, then I'll obviously give it that. But I'll keep you posted. I can't wait to try it. I'll see you shortly. Okay guys, so I've just temperature checked it. We're at the magic 74 degrees C, and that's actually taken 12 minutes, so it's pretty quick. Bearing in mind, you know, I did hammer this out, so obviously the chicken actually is quite thin. Oh no, we've got some seepage. We knew we would, we were prepared for it. That's fine. Okay, so my wife was right, but I'll also jump on that. We both were right. Let's pull it in now, try and keep it. And I'm gonna put it on my nice, clean board, like so. Oh, I might come back to that later. Right. The moment of truth. Let's get a fork and a nice, hopefully sharp knife. I'm going to go for the money shot straight down the middle. Let's have a look. How have we done? How does that look? Got some oozing cheese. Smells delicious. Wow. Happy with that? Okay, it's time for the taste test. Let's see how we've done. It's got a nice crisp to it, which is good. Oh, like a big old horse bite, look. Some cheese there. I forgot to take the cocktail sticks out. Of course I did. There's one. Okay. That is delightful. That is so good. Hold on. I've just got to have a little bit more. It's a really nice cheese, that. It's that Leerdammer. Works really well. It's got sort of a smokiness, and the smokiness as well from the ham comes through. Those golden breadcrumbs definitely are a winner. That is sensational. I could quite happily sit back in the living room, watch a bit of Starsky and Hutch, or The Professionals, or The Sweeney, any of those. I'd feel right at home, reliving my childhood. That is a great dish. Guys, you saw, takes about between 10 to 15 minutes in total. As I said before, it may take a little bit longer depending on your cooking device, but it's definitely worth a go. Definitely brought a smile back to my face, that's for sure. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching through to the very, very end. Please don't forget, you'll see the watermark over in your right hand corner over here. Please don't forget, if you like the content, to hit that and subscribe. If there's any recipes that you'd like to see me cook, as always, please do let me know. I'll put all of the recipe details for this particular dish down below in the description. All that's left for me to say until the next time is, it's cooking good.